Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I wanted to do a little video on talking about the rush. And by the rush, I think every grapher kind of knows what I'm talking about. And I don't think you lose the rush. A lot of people say it wears off, but I feel like at the same time, like getting the autographs is fun, but the chase and the rush is something we'll never be able to explain to someone who doesn't collect autographs. And I've been thinking about it lately with recent successes I've gotten, and I looked back on some old stuff about how excited I'd get. And I just think it's amazing, and I kind of want to just discuss that and bring up some little examples. The rush comes from when you get the signature in a mosh pit. You're the only one, or just that feeling when you're on the chase, or you go through a follow, or you get a roll down, or you get Kobe Bryant and on Vine Street in LA. Like, I'm just talking from personal experience. You see a crazy celebrity you always wanted to meet. When I got my DeMarcus Cousins game used jersey that I have framed in my room, the feeling is just unbelievable. It's just that's why this hobby and is such like an addiction, and I think it's just amazing. Like I think that's one of the great aspects of this hobby is you can build your collection. It's really fun. It keeps you out of trouble, and the rush is so crazy. And I'm going to talk about the rush with some examples. I've been wanting to make this video because someone explained it to me. We're talking about how the thrill of autographs kind of goes away, but I still feel like a 12-year-old when I get my autographs. And that's okay. And I never graphed when I was 12. I graphed when I was 15. So I always wasn't like into autographs as a kid. Um, but the rush, it's truly an amazing feeling. It's unlike anything. But I guess we'll talk about it now. So Albert Pujols. This was my first autograph for spring training. It was probably the biggest rush I've gotten since my DeMarcus gave me his jersey because I had gotten that 2 years before. For me, that feeling of getting Pujols, I was hanging over the wall. Security was yelling at me not to. It was me and two others, and the security was freaking out. But I just knew I wanted to get on the board, and I had never been to spring training. What are they going to tell me? They can't say they've seen me here before. And I hung over some wall. I could have fallen and whatever, plummeted down 10 feet. But I went for it, and I got Pujols. He got me. He said, "I'll get you later. I'll get you later." And then he came right over, and I told him my name. And then he sweet spotted my ball and gave me one of the cleanest signatures you'll ever see for free from Albert Pujols in your life. And my rush, I ran back to my car. It started raining. I felt like a kid, and I feel like that's what autographs brought out. The rush, just that feeling to want to chase more. The chase, like it's incredible. And I don't know. And then there's the slow rush. The waiting in line rush, and this is where this comes from. Show you guys little examples of the rush. Sandy Koufax, waiting in line, hoping, man, is he going to get me in line? Am I going to get Koufax, or is he going to cut the line off? And your anxious feelings come out. I'm an anxious person myself. That's just me. And I like to go on scheduling. Like I'm talking about daily life. I'm a huge schedule person. But for Koufax, the rush came from when I was so anxious, and when he grabbed my ball, like just everything seeped down, and I asked him the sweet spot, and he said, "Oh, that's the coach's spot, the manager's spot." And that's when the rush kind of went away. I'm like, "Oh my God, he's going to ruin this baseball. This is my only chance to meet this guy." And I said, "Can you sign our logo?" He said, "No problem." And then you got to worry about, does your pen work? And I was freaking out, and he tested it out and everything, and boom, I got Koufax. And the rush after, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is something I've always wanted." This will be one of the autographs that's going to be one of the best I've ever gotten, and that's the slow rush. Move on to a little more anxious rush, and that goes with Mike Trout. And that's when I got Mike Trout with this jersey, and I made a sign. I made a sign in my car when we got there, and there was probably 200 people graphing at Tempe Diablo on the side area. And I made a sign in my car. It said 1,000-mile fishing trip. No joke. I did drive almost 1,000 miles, like Sacramento to LA, LA to Arizona, driving around to Tempe Diablo, all over the place, and to get Mike Trout. And I ended up getting him sweet spot in the next 24 hours, which was really lucky. But this was crazy. I had my sign up. Boom, Trout came right over to me. Just literally, it was perfect. He was gonna sign for some kid, and then he saw my sign, And then I said, hey, Trout, can you put my name TJ? Grab my marker. I was shaking, like hella tripping, because I had never gotten Trout like quality. I've gotten him side panel, but I've never really gotten him on something I knew, like, wow, a jersey, like even if it's a China jersey. And after I got it, I just, that made my trip. That was incredible. So that was more of an anxious rush too. And then this one's probably my calm rush right here. This is recent. I got Gretzky because I had gotten Gretzky before last year a couple times, but he was getting so tough, and this I wanted to get on the board, so I had to go. I went under the ropes at the course and went through some crazy BS to get this. And I knew I was going to keep this one because the way he signed it, I knew it was like, damn, this is the best Gretzky I'm going to get all trip. And I went under the ropes, heart racing, a million miles an hour, and this is the chase and the rush. And went under the ropes, said, I don't care, I'm not going to get in the mosh pit. Went under the ropes, under another rope, put my jersey right in front of him, and I got it done. And that was just relief. And I wasn't too freaking out. I was just in myself. I was like, all right, I'm on the board, So I just think it's crazy to talk about the rush and like how crazy the feeling is to get the autograph. It's almost like that's part of doing this. The after effect, the before effect, and just the chase. The chase of autographs is really just an aspect you can't really downplay. I think after you've been collecting for a while, the chase wears off a little bit, but at the same time, if you're getting a name you want, the chase is always there. And I don't know, I just really wanted to reflect on the chase because I've been thinking about it the past, couple weeks. When I got Harrison Ford, I was absolutely on cloud nine. Like, I put my photo over a ton of people to get that. And then I got him calmly at the night, and there was no stress there. I knew he was going to sign. But when I got him in the crazy mosh pit, I was just on cloud nine. Like, I was freaking out, like trying to get it signed, and am I going to get it? But at the end of the day, I was thinking, if I don't get him, I don't get him. But I've tried for him over dozens of times in LA and never gotten him once, and happened to get him in my hometown, so it felt good. Just all those anxious feelings, and when you get it, it's just such a great feeling. And then it's just crazy, like your blood rushes and everything. It's an adrenaline rush, That's why I love autographs. When I used to pull cards, the rush there was pulling a crazy hit and be like, oh my God, I'm shaking, I can't. So with the autographs, I don't know, it's a good rush. It's a good anxious, I like it. So that's my video today, guys. Trying to get more videos up. I actually have a couple more ideas to talk about, but if you felt that rush that I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And if you have a rush story, tell me your best rush story. For me, it was the DeMarcus jersey or these autographs right here. I think were just good examples of different types of rush, whether it was waiting in line, getting cut off, just doing the most, hopping over holding your ball over a 10-foot drop where I could break my neck or something, holding over the whole railing, or making a sign, hoping, will they come over. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm trying to get more videos up as much as I can, and I appreciate everybody watching. All right, guys, tell me about your rush stories. See you guys.